it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my, yeah. Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my. Been ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem been better. Gotta keep on chugging. Ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed heavy. Got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that. It's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up. I'm trying to get it in FT to get them when they're in hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities and never come unless you paying attention. So no, I can't miss that. Moving. MVP, I got the record. I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy. They gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming. Had to work something cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans. Partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking even no ends. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice. I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my big dog, walking big talk, young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than him.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing? We had a Vanguard meeting today, so a bit late to the show. But we're here. What a meltdown. Pound dollar is just dumped. 15265. Wow. Wow. Didn't see that coming. Must have been quite a push on the dollar index. Let's have a look. Let's jump onto the screens. Here we are. Let's go. Get this bad boy, reset him. I've just got all of the timeframes on here just because I was looking at the dump and saying, is that actually happening? Pound has been very, very hard. It's been very difficult to push the upside. We can see here on the daily, we had a little bit of a push around this area here, but now it looks like it's continuing to the low side. 4 hour just looks down. 1 hour, it's trying to hold below this liquidity here. You can see that pin bar there. But yeah, heavy stuff. Heavy stuff. Let's go on to our favorite trading view. Let's look at the dollar index. Hello, my friend. 105s, that's what we were looking for. We anticipated a push higher. I didn't expect it to do it that quick, to be honest. Now, are we going to hit these levels? This monthly retracement here. Didn't tap into that fair value gap there. Oh no, actually that one there. Let's put our dailies in. Bit of a doji building up now on the daily. Indecision. Where do we go? Do we go higher? Do we go lower? But it has been on a screamer or a move up. You wouldn't think, right? With all the things that are happening in the world and Feds. It doesn't help that the economy of the UK is not looking very strong at the moment. The housing industry is having a bit of a kick. Fibonacci, sorry, the equilibrium is exactly on the 104.6. Got back into it, tapped into it, and now we're looking like we're going to be starting to move to the upside, I think. We'll see. Let's break it down. 104s, 105s, that's where we are. It's holding above 104.6. Let's do a 2-pager. Let's change that to our favorite pound dollar. Forex pound dollar. Here we go. Where are my drawings? Breaking below now. We took out the lows. Daily low, previous daily high. Fib in. Just setting up everything. Equilibrium. I think I did this wrong actually. That's the 36. Let me see. Where's my fib? Yeah, got a bit excited. Okay, so we traded below the previous daily low. Took out liquidity. We'll see now if there's any push to the upside. It looks heavy though. Next target is 125s here. Let's go on a 1-pager. Take that out. Dollar index. There they are. Tapped into sell side. Right there. 12500. Red candle. Look at this heavy red candles. Let's go on the 4-hour. That's not right. Previous daily high. So let's look at our markets. We are getting close to silver bullet time. Four-hour. Let's go on the 1 hour. We talked about this, that this is an area where it will probably come, and it did. Take that out now, sell off. So we had Asia, push above the Asian, delivery of price below, taking out the lows of the previous day. Let's go here. This is the midnight open. Just check the price. 704. 709. $709, there we go. So we traded through the midnight open, New York, into this area here. Now, let's see. Filled the fair value gap, created a higher, filled this fair value here. This is a retracement of 76.4. Let's fix the camera. Hello, Mark, Mike, Alvi, Sean, Ambo. I can't remember what you asked me to call you, but I can't remember. There's news at 10. Let's have a look. I thought there was no news today. Was it? Let's have a look. Yeah, ISM, service PMI. And silver bullet time. So quarter short in that dump. Good job, Alex. I'm quite surprised how heavily the pound is taking a beating at the moment. What do we see? We see the fair value gap here. This is on a 4 hour now. Fair value gap there, that's 4 hour. Tapped into the lows here, below midnight. We had a push above the Asian range. It will load. A push above the Asian range. London delivered just below the Asian range, consolidated and dipped lower, took out liquidity below this. Do we think this is going to be the lows, or are we continuing down into 2,500? The pound is getting pounded. Yeah, it is. So we need $900.08 to double this account. We can see the daily coming down. It's trying to hold on this 4 hour. It's funny because I'm not a momentum trader, right? So I always reverse the price, but this is looking quite heavy. So we either wait to see if it comes lower into this sell side. Let's see the news. 2 minutes. What is the news? So what are we looking for? It is ISM Service PMI. One minute. Level of diffusion index based on surveying purchase managers, excluding the manufacturing industry. Let's see. How do I mark sell side? Sell side is basically below the lows here. The width of this is just so I can see it. Doesn't really pay attention to that. This line, this high line, is highlighting that sell side area below there. And this one, let's check the time. 15 seconds, let's zoom in. Back into the daily range. Previous daily low, pushing lower. 1 minute, and boom. Let's see. 125. Could it reach 125? Reached 125. I'm gonna fade the reaction here. Taking sell side here. At that order block on the daily. Yeah, it's been pounded. Will it reach? I took sell side. Let's look at the 1 minute. That's the candle there. One, two. Normally this candle, when it closes above 23, which is, that's the low. It's technically that candle. We'll see if it breaks back to the 05s. If it goes lower, we'll kill it. We'll kill this. It's coming back into sell side. It's gone the 15 minute. That's a big candle. Where can price be going? Let's look at DXY. 105s. Spot on to 105. Could be going here. I closed that for $30 loss. Let's go customize today. Let's see. Here comes the reaction. Got out a break even only to see TP of wanted to get hit, such as, yeah, that is news. News, there's a different beast. You can't trade news as like a silver bullet, or news is just manipulation. We've taken this out now. The reason I closed the trade is because this can easily squeeze into this monthly fair value gap. So we'll see. Monthly retracement here. Hi Pap, brave entry. Yeah, news entries is you have to be in and out. If it doesn't work, then you just wait. But normally on a candle like this, UK PM, Sunak Defense School, there's nothing about that. Normally we see a reaction. So what's this? This is the 5 minute, the hour. Sorry about that. Not sure. This internet is behaving like a kid. Here comes the reaction now. That's the 50% of the move there, of that candle there. On the 5 minute. Pushing back into the previous daily low, daily high. Just a bit early, on that reaction. What has it done? Killed that a bit early, but okay. 6 pips. Tapped into that sell side. It's done 25 pips on the reaction of that. Could this be the low of the session? What do we think? 104.810. 104s. Wow. Wow. Been stumped upon it. Sergio, where can I find your... So basically I pay for... it's called... Artlist, and from Artlist then I made a compilation which is copy free for YouTube. Sitting on my hands during news, make a couple of percent this morning. Amazing. Yeah, we got in a bit early. I got a bit excited with the 125s. I didn't expect it to go to 125s. It's pushed back into a sell side of 1248. Let's look at the dollar index. It's trying to hold below the previous daily high. This will be interesting to see how it reacts now. Is there going to be another push into the 105s? Or are we selling off into the 104,600 where we got sell side below here? Why did price move like this? It's news. It's the PMI. Not a lot of logic to it. So we had ISM service PMI. Let's look at what the numbers were. So they are anticipating 52.5 and it was a better reading. It was 54. So it was positive news for the dollar. Coming found now 125. Nice little fair value gap there. We're currently trading within this powerful candle here. Back into the 61.8. Finding the 125 again. Heavy. Volatile times. Good September. Good start September. All right, so let's see. It's holding below the previous daily high so far. Pound dollar is holding above the 125. What's FX Street saying? Bank of Canada leaves interest rate unchanged at 5%. There is a bit of participation around 125, which is equivalent to the the previous daily high on the US dollar index. Let's look where the 50%, look at that. Boom. What? That's a big candle. This is on the 1 minute. Retracement to the 50%. So an OT entry on this. Let's have a look where it sits. Why do I use FXCM? I've always have. Don't know why. I think it's the first one I put on. So my trading has been based on that brokerage, the price. So I stuck with it. Here is the news. 2023 pound dollar has outperformed other mature currencies as traders expect Bank of England to continue hiking rates even after other central banks halted. But the pound's dominance is now coming into question as the global tightening cycle appears to be approaching a fork in the road. Comments last week from Bank of England chief economist Hugh Phil added to uncertainty over the pound by suggesting that rates might hold at a restrictively high plateau rather than scaling ever higher peaks. We're holding above that 125 now. Let's see what the dollar index is saying. Trying to trade lower. We're just getting into that 0.5 of that move. Are we live? We are live. Yanis is live. We ain't. 50% retracement. Let's see how that reacts here. Just didn't have the patience to hold this. That stopped me out. I should have held it a little bit longer. That was a bit silly. What would it have given us? Let's see. We would be now in 10 pip territory. How are we doing on the likes, guys? 16 likes. We can do better than that. We can do better than that. Let's drop those likes in. How are we doing on the subscribers? We're getting closer to the free membership for Vanguard. Total subscribers, 7,210. Getting closer. Prices just broke above now. Hi, Raphael. I am good. A bit of a reaction to the news and now the retracement. We've retraced to, let's see. Just hit the 50% of that whole move on the 1 minute. If we're going lower, I mean, what are we talking? 124s? Remember, we were 13s. Crazy. I got 1 hour. Just in July, we had a high of 1.3, and now we're trading at 1.25s. Price is trying to hold above the 125 at the moment. We'll see how that plays out. It's a bit of a pin coming down now to apply more pressure. More sellers getting involved. Sell side now. We tapped into that sell side, so the next sell side would be, we've taken out this. Not much until 124. That would be a drop. What do we think? What do we think on the pound dollar? Do we think we're going to lows to create extreme lows? How low are we going? Do I have track records for 2 years? No, 1 year. I started trading August time with like a funded account. And now we're in New York, so I'm not really trading, day trading. We're doing a different challenge here. We're doing the instant fund, trying to get $1,000 on this. We'll see how that goes. Pound dollar has been dumping. Do you like the fivers? I do like the fivers a lot. I think they're probably I think it's one of the prop firms there that I would say I would recommend at this moment of time, with not a lot of fear, with what's going around in prop firms, with my experience and payouts and everything else, and the live that they did. Instant funds, I don't know them very well. I've just started trading them, so we'll see. Yeah, I think it will be very hard for someone to be longing this now. Even though it's tempting, it's so heavy. Yeah, so Max, there are discussion about 8% drawdown on your all accounts over the fivers. The bootcamp, I like the bootcamp. That's how I got funded. How many units do you trade on this one? Because of I can only lose $1,000, so we have to be super careful with this. So a max of 2 lots, but I'll break it down into 0.25s. I got paid out, no issues with instant funding. I'm going to give bespoke. Oh. Okay, Rob said that's good to hear from instant funding. John, let's look at the daily picture and take the fib and take the last leg up, and we land in the 79 now, which is interesting. Let's have a look. I do like a fib. Do you say daily? For the daily picture, you can't really use it on this because this is currently moving. If you're referring to, you can't use that because that's pretty much retraced. That's retraced to the 50% there, and it broke the highs, so that was done. You're probably taking this as a whole move. Obviously that broke lower. I think we're going to need the week here. On a weekly, that's the move there. That's the low. on a fib. That's the high. 76.4 is the 76.4 is on 125. Yeah, so it'll be 8% of 250 will be about 7,500. Big questions on the pound dollar. What is going on? How low are we going? If we look at the weekly, obviously we're retracing from this move here all the way down. So that's the big fib that we've been using to see where we are. And you can see that with the red lines. So we got 38.5, 61.8, and got as high as whatever that is there, between 61.8 and 76.4. Could that be the retracement that pushing down? We're in that golden zone now. The next target below is the 0.5, which is below the 124, 1229. Could we be going there? If that happens, do we see a sell-off? Big questions. We did have a bit of a retracement like this in this period here, 23rd of January. We had 624 pips downwards move. Here, 648 pip move. Pretty equal retracements here. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It will be interesting. I think a lot of people are reacting to the Bank of England and the housing industry not holding up. Two, 4, 570 order block. What time frame is that? Is that daily? That one there. It's tough to trade it now because we're at the lowest point since June. One, two, three, four. 4 red candles with a mini retracement. Let's look at our S&P. We talked about this. S&P has retraced to the 61.8 and now pushing down and filling this here. Are we going to see a fulfillment of this gap and sell side? Which would mean a retraction in the stock exchange. NAS. We put that yesterday. Could that be happening? Not tapped into that fair value gap yet. Big sell-off here. Nice retracement in here in this fair value gap. This is on the hourly. 61.8. Below the 125s. What's interesting is that there's nothing around until 124s. So apart from the interest of the round number of 125, there's nothing on the left side. We took liquidity below this. Here, we took that out. We can put a line there. We took that. There. No imbalance here. Next thing is 124. So let's look at an extension actually. One two seven, 12618. It's close to the 124. Interesting territory. My normal trader would be to fade this, but we're in New York. Took out the lows. Red candles. We're gonna have to be a bit patient, I think. See what happens. Are we taking the lows or is there an attempt to go higher? We have to wait. $30 minutes into that silver bullet time. Obviously, that's been affected heavily by the price action with the news. But let's take the news out for practice. We have this fair value gap here. So if we wanted to short that, within the, if it does give it to us, let's see whether we started there, push below the 125. Now there is a fair value gap here, which this could retrace to rebalance for a continuation lower. If there were, this is the only fair value gap around the news. For this is on the 15-minute. You see this one on the hour. So if it did something like this, Are we going to the 104s, 124s? That's the question we need to answer. What day is it? It's Wednesday. What have we done? So we started on Monday. We pushed higher on Monday and then sold off from Tuesday all the way down to the 125. How low is low? Where would I put my stop? I'm not sure about. Oh, you mean if we shorted it? So if it hits the fair value gap and continues lower, you could use the fib of this. Change it to the retracement. 76.4 could be your last entry. So you would have, what's that? If you got in, let's say early, that's 25 pips. The actual move, the whole move, is 44. That's not bad. Needs to push up 25 pips. It looks like it's another attempt to take the lows again, isn't it? We're in the 124s. Man, liquidity concepts hurt my head still. It's not easy. But the delivery of price to 125 has happened, right? So that is tick. So if the distribution of price wanted to get to 125, that's happened. Now the question we need to think about people who are shorting of this. Do they want to be taking profits, or do they think that the pound dollar, the conditions allow an even lower drop into this area here? That's what big firms, institutional trading, algorithms, that's what they're trying to figure out. Is there a way we can push price, short price even lower, to take more profit? Probably going to 123, Bruno says. 123 down here. Yeah, I mean, that's the next area where there should be a lot of resistance, or if you don't like the word support and resistance, there should be a lot of interest around here of profit taking. Because if you've been shorting from the tops, that's an 800 pip move if you're swinging that. Difficult, very difficult to judge at the moment. Unless you're in a short position, it's very difficult to fade this until you hit the next one, 124s or sell side. And when you look at price action within the intraday, this is the fair value gap within the silver bullet. It hasn't given any other entry. You could argue that that was the entry there into fair value. Did it give you 15? It did. So that's the one that provided a short opportunity in the silver bullet zone. When are we going back to Bali? We are going to Bali mid-October, I think. Can't wait. Interesting. What news do we have tomorrow? Unemployment claims tomorrow. Heading to Bali in 3 weeks. Amazing, Corpez. Where are you going in Bali? Every time I backtest GU, I win. Every time I trade GU, I lose. Every time I don't trade GU, it delivers perfectly. Yeah, that's the classic trading experience. It's almost like the life is tricking us to believe that this game is rigged, but it's not. It's all to do with our psychology and what it means to us when we're actually got skin in the game. Right, let's see. Another attempt to break the 105s. Bit of a push here, 1, 2, 3. This looks like a heavy attempt to break the 105s on the DXY. Fair value gap here just broke through. Didn't hold it at all. No willingness for an upside move at the moment. Welcome to the Matrix, Kilonzo. Take the blue pill or the red pill. What a movie. It's for the missus to decide. Sounds like you're a clever man. I would definitely recommend, obviously, Ubud. It's quite a special place. Canggu, overpopulated, but the best cafes, food. So depending on how busy it is now, I haven't seen. Check out Sese. Sese is amazing. That's where my house is, very close to Sese. Let's just press market entry sell. Maestro, I had a terrible day trading today. How do I cope with that? Every individual has to cope with it differently. I would say, as a general rule, when you feel that adrenaline rush of, like taking a loss, or you find yourself a bit itchy to get in again, just take a break from the charts. That's the easiest thing to do, because if you remove yourself from the stressor, your body will just naturally relax. If you then still struggle to get back into trading, decrease size and start getting confidence by small wins. Have you been to Portugal? I have. We went there with some friends. Well, we did a bachelor there, like everyone does in Portugal. I was the best man. It was nice. We went to Lisbon. Had a great time. Have you looked at FT UK? They seem to have a really good instant funding program. Website is lacking, but they seem good. I haven't. FT. No, I've just seen instant funding. How are we doing on the likes, guys? 53. We can do better. I know we haven't got into entries yet, but We did try to fade the news here, which worked. It delivered more than 10 pips, but we couldn't hold the 17 pip. I just killed it for a loss of $38. We'll see if we take the lows. Oh, it's so discounted, but it's so heavy. That's the difficult part about this. Investopedia, what's it saying? I do like Investopedia for news. Why not short? Wait, let's go up. What do you think about fundings? They're great. The fivers have been paying me really well. Really like them. I definitely like prop firms. Now it's a bit sad what happened with the MFF, but overall, I really like it because you can, with not a lot of money, you can extract a lot of money. So not bad. Why not short at 124971? 124971. Where we're talking here. I think that's just, you know, the market's had the push, and if you didn't get in here where it's giving you 25 pips, now you will be chasing a little bit. This can melt down more, but this getting in this low, are you really confident that this will be melting down? I don't know, I find it a bit hard. Do you trade futures? No, but I'm very interested. We have some good news on Darwinex. They have approved my application. So, where is it? Home. Conscious account, all accounts. So we have an account which I can now add money in. Account is being verified, so I can add funds. I'm going to start with this. It's pretty cool. You get into a ladder, and the top traders get to get funding. This one here with the consistency. He's only returning 5% per month. So I like that approach. Small gains. Gold is returning 2% per month, and they've given him a 500,000 allocation. I do like them. There was a recommendation by you guys and also another trader. So we'll see what that does. It's a slow process now. They only give you 15% of the profits. So you need to play the long game where you can start building a little bit of, but what I was saying, they accept futures. So I'm really interested. When I'm on this side of the world, I don't want to be trading majors. I don't know. It's not been working for me very well. So I'm going to try indices. Been some smooth moves. Still in that fair value gap now. This is the daily. We broke lower in that fair value. It will be interesting to see if the S&P will react in this area. We also have a retracement now we broke below the 23, which seems highly likely that we're going to hit that half of that move. So the 50%. Let's label that. This is a daily fair value gap. Yeah, I do want to start. Trading these. Have nice buy side liquidity here. Fair value gap as well. That area there. The 50%, we should add it in actually. The 50% line is right there. It'll be interesting to see how the price reacts at that level. Then you've got the NASDAQ. Similar scenario. We haven't broken into the fair value gap. And we did come up into this buy side liquidity that we talked about. Fair value gap there. This is also a daily. The big question is, are we filling this gap here anytime soon? That's information that I don't have with futures. I need to understand this. How much does a gap get filled on a higher time frame? Can't see a lot here, which is interesting. From 22, we didn't gap up. Oh, maybe here, that got filled straight away. There hasn't been a gap like this. You see that? Boom. So I would be interested to short the NASDAQ or the S&P until these areas get filled. But who am I to talk indices and futures? What's happening? Price is holding around that area. YM. What's YM? Again, remind me. CZORD. Are you still in PanUSD buys? I don't think I will get involved in a buy until this gets breached. Interesting to see how the 125 holds. So is the S&P 500 quite cheap? That's what I need to know. How much does it cost to trade these, the S&P and the NASDAQ? Are they expensive? I think it was like $300 per lot, if I'm correct. This is the E-mini September. Oh, the Dow Jones. Let's add it. Let's go here. Delayed data. Why is that delayed data? Oh, it's gone now. Now it's not delayed. There we go. We've added it in the list. Our US 30. But is that it's not the futures though, is it? We need the futures. This has been reacting nice. Look at that. All right, Dow. Didn't get quite into it. Bit of a breaker here. It looks like it's a break on lower time frames. Yeah, I think I'm going to spend more time on indices. I mean, pound is looking aggressive. Where are we going, pound? That's the big question. DXY, where are we going? Are we hitting those highs? Are we holding below the 105, or are we pushing higher for a retracement to that fib there? Where are we going? Buy side liquidity has been taken out. Big move Wednesday. News came out, pushed the dollar up in new territory. Dollar index hasn't been there since Wednesday, 15th of March, guys. We're at the highs since March. That's a long time. Is this a true break for higher prices? There's definitely big area here. This liquidity draw here, 106. If price like reaches 106, that will be very, very difficult to be positive on the pound dollar. We are going to the moon. This is like Dogecoin. The dollar index has transformed to crypto. 10,000%. Big moves though. Nearly 0.2% today. What about the week? Look at that. There have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 consecutive green candles. 8 weeks. Wow. I don't think there's been another 8 week. No, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was the closest. There hasn't been an 8 week consecutive green candle since since 2014. That's nuts. There haven't been 8 consecutive green weeks since 2014. That's crazy. And that's just showing what is happening with all the Feds and all the things that are happening around the uncertainty. The dollar index is staying strong. What do you think? What do you think was going to happen? Are we going for like 10, 12 weeks of green dollar index? Do we think this is going to continue? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with a bullish, aggressive candle. Do we think we're going higher? Are we going to do 10 weeks of green candles? Let's see. Let's see. We need a poll. I'm interested to see what you think. Max, DXY green week candle count. So let's go with, this is going to be the last, so 8. Let's go with 10. Let's go with 9 and 12. Let's see what the conscious day traders thinks about the DXY. Time will tell. The flipping fox. He's a fox. He's wise. Of course he's going to say that. Lorna used to move the opposite of DXY if it's high probability and the market is in sync, but lately it's been less than reliable indicator. Tricky, tricky times. I remember the times where pound, if you were paid in pound, you had a lot of money. Now suddenly it's just getting a little bit less. Where is the poll? Let's see. So 33% believe that this is the last green week, that there's going to be a red candle coming after this. My thoughts are, it depends on where that candle stops, right? So if we pass aggressively through the 105s today or tomorrow, and we still got 2 more days. Look at this pin here. Could it be a spike up prior to having red days? That's what's interesting. 7% think 12 weeks. That's a big number. 27 and 23, 9 to 10. So equal. Most of you think that is 8 weeks. This could be the last green candle this week. I am sitting on, I can't put a vote in, but I'm sitting on that's tough. That historically, and especially if we compare the candles to 2014, look at the bodies. These are big candles. If we go to 2014, where we had this move, look at the bodies, they're smaller. I love historical data. Look, this is 2003, 105s. It was an area where we had reactions, but here we broke through it aggressively. Another area here, that fib is still an interesting area in 2002. And then we had the pound dollar becoming strong. And we're here now. So interesting times, very interesting times. Having a bit of another attempt to push lower. Let's see. Price is coming back up into the 125s. You got a fair value gap waiting there. Buy side, sell side, buy side liquidity here above this area. So only 4%, 5% think that it's going to be 12 weeks. 9 to 10 is pretty equal, 24. And 46% think that about 50% of the people in here. So we've got 169 people. So about 85 people think that this will be the last dollar green candle week. It's interesting. I'm here for Ragnar. Hi, Alex. Ragnar, it comes out when the positions are in. At the moment, there's a dump on pound dollar. Dumping heavy. Heavy. If you don't know Alex, he's from the Fibers. Superb guy. You might have seen him recently interviewing Gil. One of the few CEOs, well, he's not CEO actually, he's the owner, isn't he? Few people that came out after MFF and within a few hours said, let's get out there and speak to you guys. So that was I really appreciated that as a trader. Is your face cam lagging? Am I lagging? My internet's a bit crap here. Blame Ragnar. His Viking behavior. We have VPI and DXY daily where we are now. Yeah, I think if we look at the DXY, look at that. That's a big push. Now, we talked about the weeks, continuous green weeks, which has started in July, when the whole Fed situation start happening. There's two areas that have just been breached. One is the liquidity area above the 104.6. That is an area of interest, which links in with that Fibonacci retracement, right? So we've got buy side liquidity there. Now, above, we've got this buy side liquidity. And as we saw in 2002, how price was reacting to that fib up here. And this is also into a big fair value gap, monthly gap. So there's definitely stops, profit stops above this area here in the area 106. Now the question is DXY going to push for the stop hunting at that level, or are we having a retracement before we push higher? If we retrace, let's take a hypothetical now that 105 is the area where DXY is going to have a little bit of change of mind, to have a little bit of profit taking from the bullishness of the pound dollar. Look at where that 50% retracement lands on a monthly Fibonacci retracement. So this will be another area. If it starts pushing lower, this is the area where we anticipate it coming to. Will it happen now though? That's the question. Or is this the change of character from this, if you take like a trend line, if you add that trend line on there, just for a visual effect, not for a trading effect. You can see we've broken a buffer aggressively from this continuous, if you want an ICT, push down, retracement, push down, equal lows, retracement, taking out liquidity, now pushing up higher. Interesting. Interesting stuff. We'll have to wait and see. Do I think 125 is going to hold? I think there's more chance that price is holding around this area. 124, 123. You can see the price action. As soon as we hit 125, even though we had some reaction, we didn't have that news reaction where it just touches it and then boom, just bursts up. So this is hovering, hunting for lower lows. Let me slide in a request. Alex, give us a competition in October. The top 30 get accounts of different balances, rules, stop losses. Must be placed in every trade with 1 to 10 leverage. Kilonzo is doing a reach out for a new program. I don't know if it's going to play out like this. DXY will retrace to OTE, then go for a buy side liquidity fair value gap on a weekly. So you're talking about the weekly OTE, which is this here. So if we take the ICT low to high, change the fib into our nice template of OTE entries. We are currently sitting on that 79 quite beautifully. So technically this would be an optimal trade entry on the weekly. Remember, we're in Forex though, and ICT is not really trading Forex at the moment. But as we have seen, especially in London, ICT concepts work really well with the pound dollar. With the New York session, and I can give you this example here, nice little fair value gap on the 1 minute, 5 minute, melted through it. It's almost like the continuation of the heaviness of the London kill zone. It's coming into New York. Slightly push to the lower side. Have you seen, by the way, I don't know if you follow Traderlicious, where they do a battle between two traders. That's quite fun to watch. They give them like 100K, they've got an hour, and whoever makes the most money progresses to the next round. Quite a fun concept. Obviously, it's outside the reality of trading, because you would never try and maximize profits within a certain hour, unless you're trading a silver bullet. ICT loves the S&P. ICT, normally what he does, has a lot of weight. So there must be a reason he's not focusing on Forex and he's focusing on these guys. I want to see the comparison of what they're doing. 5. That can't be right. 5. Is that 5 handles? What has it done? S&P, London Kill Zone. 57 pips. Does that sound right, guys? Is that how much it moves in a kill zone? So that's 30 pips. That can't be right. In the Asian range. So I guess 00 to 86. Yeah, the fundamentals are having to scratch their head at this time because dollar index is increasing, stocks are increasing. However, there is a little bit of retracement now. ICT thinks another incident like the Swissy depegging from the euro is coming. We can see that line now where we're talking about the retracement on the S&P 500. I do hold S&P on my long-term life strategy. US stocks, I do hold US stocks, but in terms of day trading it, this is something new for me. So, actually, let's do I need that MT5 pip calculator. That'll make it easier. Isn't there like a script? There must be. Are these any good? One lot, $98 per 10 pips. That doesn't really help me. Must be a nice cool script there that tells you the exact pip number. Because indices, you got handles, which is 4 pips per handle, I think. $2015. If you haven't looked at the chart, it's worth to see it. 2015. Why not? Let's see it. Are you talking about S&P? Yeah, that's something we're going to start doing with the S&P, the NAS. Price is pushing now down into that fair value gap that we talked about. Let's go to our beloved pound. See how it's being pounded. Did that just move down there? We're having another push. 125. Pound is trying to breach the 125. Can see how much it's respected, that 125. Traded above it, now it's just holding on it. 124.999. Not letting it push higher. We took out liquidity above here. Now we have a few fair value gaps here getting filled. Haven't closed yet, below the 0236. Having another attempt to 125. Okay, we're breaking above 125. We'll see if it holds. Could this be the start of that retracement into this fair value gap here? We'll have to wait and see. I've got a feeling that we're going to be hovering around 125 area for a while. What time is it? 11:24. We've got the lunchtime continuation push happening. We've got sell side liquidity being formed below this 1 minute here. That right there. How far is this? 15 pips. Fading this from the fair value gap into the 125 of 15 pips. It's not a bad trade. That's a better one. 20 pips. Another candle pushing the price below 125. See if it closes the 236. We had a close at the 236. So that can potentially happen. What do you think of ICT? He mentioned yesterday that he's teaching trading to his son, and if he does 1 hour of trading, then he gets 1.5 hours of gaming. Which is an interesting method. What do you think? Having a son, these are things that I'm thinking about. Should you it's different if the son comes and says, I want to learn trading. Can you show me? And there's a difference in, I want to play games, so I'll learn trading for 1.5 hours. Which will give me more playing time. I don't know. I don't know what reward that is giving. He tried to teach one of his sons. For over years, kid cannot trade. That's what I mean. I think you should be spending time doing what you like and enjoy. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Having trading in your syllabus. I did hear someone say that they make their kids, they can buy anything they want, like a bike or whatever they want, they can have. And the currency is books, how many books they've read. That's an interesting one. Chromebook trader, killed your name. The Chromebook trader is in the house. Most kids don't want to do their math homework either, but it's good for him into the long run. Yeah. Did you have questions regarding future contracts? I trade ES. Here we go. We've got the Chromebook in the house. He will tell us. Right. So I am getting itchy since I'm in New York based time zone to get involved in these. So we were wondering. So the S&P 500. I think this is the September futures. E-mini. How many pips is this here? I believe it's 50 pips. this London kill zone. I believe it's done 50 pips within this period, but I might be wrong because the indices measure in handles, which I believe there's 4 pips to a handle. Imagine your father ICT and teaching you for 5 years, talking about this big. I think what happens with ICT, I was listening to him speak the language to a kid, and he was telling him about the difference of a SIBI, which is a sell side, a buy side liquidity, a fair value gap that you find on a red candle. I'm sure that went over the head of the kid. Absolutely over the head. But I might be wrong. I think that kids are very interesting with how they learn. There might be a kid that is, an absolute genius, and it's like, yeah, pick that up. Now I got it. Every time I see a SIBI like this one, I know what it is. So 4 points, yeah, each point has 4 ticks. So how many pips is this? Is it 51 pips? From 95 to 83. Sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, or fair value gap. Yeah, I agree. We should give more power to the kids, because they're brilliant things, these kids. For ES, it is $12.50 a tick, or $50 for each point. $50 for each point. I'm gonna have to put it in my MT5 and see. I get confused. I've been trading Forex all my life. Attempt to break the lows here. Five pips into that fair value. If we look at the retracement, now we've got the clean break. Like we said, highly chance that it's going to hit that 50%, which is currently looks like it's going to do very soon. There was an attempt to break above the 125 that got rejected. Now we're retesting the lows. There are like 200 concepts: fair value gap, Reaper fair value gap, busy, SIBI, Six Sister, 20 different macros. People can go crazy soon. There's a new pattern born. Here we go, 50%. It's going to be tapped in any moment. I think if you can grasp the concepts, even if you call it kettlebell, if you grasp it and you understand it, and we've tapped into the 5, that's good. Look at that kettlebell setting up. If it makes sense to you, then you grasp it. If I call this fair value gap, or what is it? It's a busy buy side. What's it? It's a buy side imbalance with a sell side liquidity draw or inefficiency. Just words. I love that. Life expectancy was 35 years around 1 BC. All those ancient Roman structures were engineered by and built by kids. I do like the feeling that you're calling me a kid. What a 36. So I'm still in the kid category, I'll take that. 61 retracement, getting into OTE ground now. Let's change that to an OTE. I watched 2022 mentorship twice. He said it was all we need, 100% of concepts and teachings, but in 2023 he brought 50 concepts. Imagine 2020. I think this is the last mentorship he's doing, isn't it? Someone can correct me, but I think 2023 will be the last one he's doing. He's writing some books, I believe. I think a lot of people get confused with what ICT says because they miss the point that ICT is just giving you a framework, a concept. You can use that, make it your own, and make money. You don't have to trade exactly like ICT because you can't. And that's the key thing. It's like learn something from here, from everywhere, make it your own, test it. Does it work with you and your psychology? And then you'll be profitable. Slow, small gains. Oh, so he is live streaming in 2024. Okay. That's cool. That's cool to see how his son progresses with this. Apart from making money in trading, what is cool about it is it teaches you so much about yourself. To be patient, to be meticulous with your entries, exits, and executions, to be consistent, to understand. It gives you so much knowledge around the mind-body stuff. So I think it's a great way, and it gives you responsibility. If you give an account to a kid and you say, look, this is, you need to be able to trade this because this is what you have, and if you make more, you can buy more things that you want. It's a very good teaching method for patience, studying, dealing with greed when people become greedy. I believe I have heard him say that the books will be free. I will definitely be getting them, even if they're paid. I think they're going to be a great job. Yes, Martin, which will remind me, we have to put the date in for the first book. We should do it this week, I think. We should discuss the book. My second book, it's a non-trading book, which I think is extremely powerful book. And some of you, I'm sure, have read it. We'll put it in the Discord. Talking of the Discord, I haven't given you the link. Where is the link? Link of the Discord. I'm not in a trade yet, Richard. I can't trade this at the moment. But you can see here the OT reaction. That's giving how much? Just 6 pips so far. If it takes the highs, that will be 10 pips. Trading game. I haven't read that. Best loser wins. Tom Hoggard. He trades a lot of big capital, doesn't he? I've heard some of his psychology talks. Yeah, he's interesting character. Very interesting character. He trades a lot the Dow and the DAX. I haven't read that book though. I should get it and see what he's talking about. Pound came back down into that 61.8, pushed back up into this fair value here, and now pushing down again. It's struggling. Any sort of attempt of 125 upwards is getting rejected. So if we hold below the 125, sell side down here, which is just 10 pips away. We're still reacting to this move. Consolidation. Sideways movement. It's almost like it looks like it could break higher. Consolidation, starting to create higher highs. But how the pound has been recently, it's very difficult to go long against this. Here we go. We had 1, 2, 3. This is the fifth attempt. Fifth attempt to the 125s. Next week I might try and make some videos. Write in the comments what concept of video you would like to see. And I know you're going to say repositioning. I'm not going to do repositioning yet, but I will do it at some point, but not yet. Any other concepts that you would like to see me break down, like we have done with the silver bullet, Judas move, OTE. One thing we haven't done is order blocks. We've done bias. Is it harder for you to trade New York? Yeah, very hard. I find it very hard. That's why I'm going to try and trade indices, because they open at 9:30. So the volume around the open is different. Let's have a look. Let's look at one of these indices. Yes. And let's do the NASDAQ. We have to try it and see. We have to try it. 9 o'clock, 9:30 open. Nice break below, liquidity draw, filled up fair value gap here. Sell off. It will be interesting to see. Taking out the lows, fill here, sell off. Might be interesting to see about some indices. I did used to trade the DAX, but that would be going back to sort of European times. The fifth attempt, you can see there, big pin above 125. I am interested to see how much this will hold. Because we have had a few attempts, but as you can see, we're creating lower lows, taking our liquidity here. Got another 10 minutes till lunchtime, so we'll see what happens here. Have you considered penny stocks trading? It is so exciting, in and out and grabbing bites. That sounds like a nightmare to me. I want solid things. You know, like the indices are fully regulated, which means you can predict price a little bit better. Forex, less so, but you do have certain things that happen around Forex. I think it takes a while to get used to a new market. If I had to move to Forex, I'd feel lost. Yeah. And the reason I want to do it is because we have family in America and we will be coming to America for business reasons as well. This has been a very good example of 1, August trading, 2, trading a pound-dollar pair in New York without finding the setups in the London session. So that's given me some information. I would like, and from now until October, and maybe I'll do it on this account, this one, I'll add some money on this, and also the instant fund, because I think I can trade the indices there as well. Give it a go. Give it a go on 9:30 trading. We'll see. I know Chromebook trader, that's all he trades, so I'll be picking his brain around that. Obviously there's a lot of ICT clips out there. Top Step is a really solid futures prop firm, if interested. I think I'm done with prop firms. I've got enough now. I don't want to try any new ones. New York is always choppy due to close to news and high volatility. Yeah, I've definitely felt that. Omar, did you miss a good move? Well, you missed this move. Boom. We had news which were ISM service PMI, quite a big impact. And then tomorrow we've got at 8:30. So prior to open, during New York Open, unemployment claims. That's going to be interesting how that affects the price. Like we said, what you've missed, and then this is the 6th attempt now on 125. How long is it going to hold and not break higher? That's my question. Dollar index, if you go on the weekly, we were discussing, we're on an 8-week candle, green candle, which hasn't happened since 2004 or 14. Let me just check that. 2014, which is the year that Greece won the Euro. No, that was 2014. Or was it 2004? I'm messing up with 14 or 4. Greece. (2004). So it wasn't 2014. That's pretty much what's been happening. We have been hovering below the 105. The big question is, are we tackling the fib retracement of the monthly on 105, 144, or are we hitting that 106, which would be liquidity area, buy side liquidity, so the buy stops will be taken out. We will be hitting a big fair value gap, a monthly fair value gap. This one here, if I can take all the shapes out, this one here. So it is interesting to see what price wants to do for this week. It's very interesting. So I can't see anyone putting requests in for videos, so I'll just make what I want then. This is your opportunity. We just broke above the previous daily high, found the 105, got rejected there, and found the low of the 104.9. Now we are trying to break, finally, above the 125. Let's see. Shout out to the new Vanguard, Scott EG. Make sure you go into the Discord Zoom section where you can catch up on 7 Zoom meetups and about 5 or 6 presentations on there by myself. Make sure you go and catch up on those if you're here. If you're not here, I will chat with you in the Discord. Can you tell us how to actually trade New York? I can't. It hasn't been that good, to be honest. So I will tell you when I figure it out. But pound dollar has been tricky for me in New York session. But from tomorrow, maybe we'll start looking at indices. If I took a challenge today, what would be my risk? It would be the same when I started. If I did the bootcamp again, I would do it on 0.25 and break up a 2 lot until I build up some buffer. After the buffer, I would increase slowly to 0.5 and so on. But I passed that in London, so I don't know how it would be in New York. I need to change. I need to adapt to New York. I need to find indices that behave in a similar manner. And I need to catch up on a lot of videos of ICT trading indices. So even though I didn't want to bring any more information into my brain, because I have been in New York for a while now, and I've got another month, so this will be a good opportunity to start looking into indices. My only concern is, imagine if I absolutely love indices and then I have to go to Bali and then I would try and trade the pound dollar again. That would be a bit of a dilemma to go through. Did you use reposition with the bootcamp? I passed the bootcamp doing Scruffy Madness. At the time, he was my mentor. You might know him as the Scruffy Trader. Legendary trader. So pretty much I traded exactly like he did. That's what passed the first bootcamp. After that, I found out ICT and I created the repositioning, the pound average approach, because even though I was getting good entries with ICT, I couldn't take tight losses. So I would give myself a little bit more room. Yes, decrease profits, but actually easier to manage. And that's what I passed 7 or milestones altogether. Are you familiar with Ryan Jones' fixed ratio money management system? It's a scaling system to compound profits, as well as scaling back to that you don't give it all away. I have not heard of him. Ryan Jones. Let's have a look. Oh. I have seen this guy. Why have I seen this guy? I have seen his face. I can't remember where though. I'm sure I've seen him. Oh no, this is Coffee with More, so that's not him. Ryan Jones, here he is. Past compounding strategy. Might watch that. I love learning. If there's something that can make me better, I love it. Let's see the world. Hello. We're good, buddy. We had a great day this morning. Had a meeting with the Q&A Vanguards. We discussed a lot about part works, which is NLP work. Yeah, it was good. The Chromebook trader. This would be a good topic for us to discuss when we connect. Let's do it live. Let's chat about it live. Are you coming? I believe you're coming on the 8th. Is that still happening? Who wants to see the Chromebook trader and the conscious day trader do a live together? That'll be fun. This is where no one replies. But with tight stops and rush rewards, you can lose 5 trades. Oh, good news. So Friday, guys, we're gonna have the Chromebook trader joining. That'll be cool. So I have till Friday to learn everything about indices, and then we can trade the S&P. Any trade today, I got stopped out. I faded. It's a bit too soon. So I faded this account onto the news when the news came out on 125. Let me see where it is. Here. I faded this. Show history. And I stopped out there. If I held, it would have been fine. But seeing how heavy the pound dollar was, I didn't like that position, so I just killed it. I'm not liking this price action at the moment, and it's lunchtime. Look at that. Pin, 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 pin. Are you two going to head-to-head challenge? No, we're going to a head-to-head brainstorm. I'm going to learn from him. I'm going to learn from all the secrets he has for the indices. And if he wants, he can learn about the pound dollar. Or all the mind stuff we do. The conscious stuff. Let's just hope that this internet holds up. So, back below 125. And see, every time we have an attempt higher, it gets met with that consolidation. We're consolidating in this area here. Not going higher than 125, not going lower than 1249. We saw that entry there on the OTE 61.8, which delivered a price of 10 pips. but pretty much bouncing price around 125, which is what we predicted as this price has reached that level. Do I expect a retracement today or breaking lows to 124? I don't know that I have many secrets, but my favorite topic is money management. Once I've learned the power of fixed ratio, money management is my passion. Okay, Ryan Jones. I need to read that. How quickly can I read a book? Until Friday. I'm not the fastest reader. But it sounds interesting. Is it basically, well, we can talk about it Friday, but I believe there must be some compounding element. Every profit, then you slowly compound the lot size whilst keeping the risk the same. Maybe, we'll see. By the way, guys, go and give the Chrome Brick Trader a follow, subscribe, keep messing up Instagram and YouTube. He does, like, I don't know if you've seen, but he's collecting data from Silver Bullet, like every Silver Bullet, and is testing his way of trading, which is really, really interesting to see. Doing some good work. So compounding profits, I heard it first from the Scruffy Trader. Maybe he read the Ryan Jones book, who knows? But the whole process about compounding, every profit you're getting in, it gives you the opportunity to increase slightly your lot size. And all these slightly increase your profits. And your stop is in the same place, so you're getting more profit with the same risk. Makes sense. Putting your odds in your favor. The way I deal with risk and lot size is all down to what my account has as a drawdown. If I can reposition with a 0.2, then as the account builds up, gives me an opportunity to reposition a bit higher. So it is compounding with profits. It's just not a systematic compound of a small gains. It's more the, when we reach this number, then we jump up to half a lot, 0.75. But I will read that book. It sounds interesting. What happened to the S&P? I still think we're pushing down to that gap. Now, when it happens, if you look at these big candles, let's measure this big one. That is a 291, and the distance to the gap to close the gap is 500. So it's pretty much a 3-day job if we are selling to fill up that gap, price action gap. The scruffy trader, he's the one, unless you're talking about Ryan Jones. Richard says the pound dollar's got a flag formation. Let's see. Yeah, price has been squeezing a little bit, but I think it's going to hold around 125 for a while. Interesting, Maria. Well, this is actually the Darwinex ranking system. I can throw in my trading and it will rank it. And then as you go up the ladder, they then get you into a pool where investors can trade in you. So we can see here the Hall of Fame, Finbu, 700,000 allocation. No, he's made 700,000 out of his performance. So let's see at this. He's returned 764%. Max target risk. He's risked 6% at any time. Look at that. Really nice. This is an individual that then people can go and that's interesting. A candlestick of his performance. That's cool. So what assets he trades? I bet you he trades London. Mondays are not very good for him. Monthly rotations. Day rotations. Max position negative. So he did have a positive 12% when he started. But look, as the fund had increased, he was taking less and less risk. Euro USD. In that way, it gives him a good record. If it gives him a good record, more funding comes in. So this is something that we're going to be looking at. Max drawdown was 14% on his account. Return to risk 19. Traders total equity 225,000 allocation. Investors allocations, he is managing 34 million. That's why you only need to do 1 or 2%. I'm not very quick with math, so 2% of 34 million. 680,000. And he makes 15% of that. So if you times that by 15%, 102,000 he made last year out of this. Not bad. But breaking above, Richard was right. Pound dollar is having another attempt to break above the 125. Let's see. Look at it come back down to the 125 now and consolidate it there. I know, right? So 34 million of actual people's money. And what's even scary about that someone told me that you can actually meet the investors as well. They do like events and you go and meet them. I don't know if I would want to meet them. It would give me more pressure. Hi, I'm Tony. I've just invested 1.2 million into your account. Thank you, Tony, but don't speak to me again. I don't need a face to who I'm trading. So I'm going to be looking at this performance. I really want to see where we will stack up. This will be great because you can go into your how to participate. Have a live Darwinex trading account with a minimum of 1,000 in equity throughout the month with at least one Darwin. Have less than 0.85 correlations with other Darwins. So basically you get in a pool of traders. I don't want to trade with MT4 though. I'm hoping they have MT5. So then there's a 7 million allocation that gets distributed to 120 traders. It's quite cool. And the gold, 4.4 million that distributed with 4 to 5 traders. And I heard that they say on the top here, about 58% of traders who come in here are successful, which is a lot smaller than the industry. Industry is about 90 to 98% fail. Whereas these guys, because they're taking things slow, it gives you the information about your performance. You're only looking for 1 to 2% gains. So that's quite cool. Mm-hmm. Check your Discord inbox. Where do I not see it? Is that from you, Martin? Oh, okay, nice. Nice. I will look into that. Very similar, it gave me 25 pips. Let's see how it will be today. Yeah. So from the entry, it has done $20 pips. So not a big reaction. We do have a bit of reaction now into this area. If it gets here, I might be tempted to short it back into 125 for 10 pips from this fair value gap. It's 13 pips. The reposition 28, 30 pips. A bit more aggressive now, the pound dollar coming in. 12.20. Nothing to take out here. It's not reacting to anything. So you should We should have a nice push here. See how heavy this red candle comes in. If it's shallow, we can anticipate a little bit push. What did the DXY do? I had a big... This is the first attempt below the previous daily with a closed candle. Interesting. This is the first closed candle on the 1 minute below the previous daily high. So this push here, if we change that to the retracement, you want this shallow. You don't want to close above 23. You want this to close just below, so then the heaviness continues. So it did close below 23. We do like that. Price is pushing up. If it breaks below the previous daily low, obviously we can fill this area here. Buy side, sell side liquidity below here, fair value gap there. Now that big move, has it closed below 23? Yes. Let's go on a 5 minute. Closes below the 23. Now it's highly likely that this pushes here. 104.84s. So we're anticipating a bit of this, which means pound dollar can push. Now the question is, does it do this and come back up here? Or does it continue lower? And these are the questions we need to answer. Pound dollar is pushing a little bit. So we've done from the sell side 21 pips. Pips ticks. By the way, guys, if you are on Instagram, do me a favor and go and follow this guy. I am talking about me. This guy here. Conscious Day Trader. We changed it from the Conscious Day Trader because it was easier to type in. So Conscious Day Trader, and we are verified, so don't get scammed by anyone. Go and follow the Instagram and you will see the good old Ragnar here waiting. Pound dollar's pushing. And you get some videos from our interviews and so on. Okay. That means that the dollar index is pushing. Next attempt. Good break below the previous daily high. We'll see. Going into the 38. Let's see. Pound dollar's pushing. The question is, what's going to happen here at that fair value gap. Okay, 2 more minutes. We'll see. Let's see. What time is it? 26. Let's go 2 minutes. We'll see where this candle closes because I need to go and pick up my son. But this is what I'll be looking for. This interesting area of fair value gap here. We can delete this sell side now because that happened. Keep the chart clean. What do we think? Are we thinking that we're going to break through the fair value gap back into the previous daily low? Or do we think we're going to continue lower? At the moment we're at 25.10s. So Raj thinks we're going to break through the fair value gap back into previous daily low. And close below the 23. You can take your stop loss. You can trail your stop loss above a 50% retracement, below a 50% retracement. Okay, you will be giving away, how much is this? 7 pips, 8 pips. But that gives you the opportunity for the price to go higher, and then you can trail your stop behind. Let's see if you would get stopped out if this closes in here. We're hitting that 30-minute now, 12:30. Still hasn't closed below the 23.6, so your stop would be safe. You could drag that into the 38. Now you would be achieving an extra 2 pips. Another attempt to close below the 23. It was a convincing break above 125. Now we're having a bit of a retracement now. We'll see where that goes. The 5-minute gaps, do I only use the 5-minute gaps? No, it can be different, 1 hour, 15, depending on the price. But because the price has been, if you go on the 1 hour, all you see is this. So with the smaller time frames, you get a bit more of the tape reading. That's all you're seeing is what price is doing. You could be like ignoring all this and looking at price 105s, so you know where you are. All right, gentlemen and ladies, I will be seeing you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be potentially trading the Darwinex capital allocation. I'm going to fund it today with probably $1,000. So it's a small account. I want to create an account that is not a prop firm, so I don't have to rely on the prop firms. And that way we can build up our own capital. And the good thing about Darwinex is that they keep your track record. If your track record is good, they will give you more capital. So that's a good, like it's your own capital, your own money, you're trading it, a small account. So on $1,000, what's that, 1%, you're looking for like $100 for 1%. So that should be, we should get a quite good track record on there and see if we can progress to silver, golden, and how that affects our income. But I will see you tomorrow. It's been a great session. Nice to see some familiar faces. Great to see some Vanguards this morning. Had some really good chats. How is the name spelled? Is that the name of the other website? Sorry, give me a sec. You would have been stopped out there. So that would have been your profit from down here. Not bad. It's Darwinex. Darwinex. They're a Spanish company. So we'll try them out. It's not a broker. They're a hedge fund. So they actually have their own capital money. So they're regulated. That's what I like about that. So there's no iffiness going on. And it's actually traders who, it's actual people investing in your trading strategy. So that way it's fully regulated. It's not fakeness behind it. So yeah, let me see, where are we? Cool. So I'll see you tomorrow, same time. Tomorrow we'll be trading indices. That's going to be crazy. So I'm going to watch some videos of ICT on the S&P, just to check times, what happens when, just to familiarize ourselves. And I'll see you tomorrow.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my pen ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem damn bad. Gotta keep on chugging. Ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed in heaven. Got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that. It's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up. I'm trying to get it in FT to get them when they're hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities and never come unless you paying attention. So no, I can't miss that. Moving. MVP, I got the record. I might have to pro something. Big jumper worthy. They gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming. Had to work something cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans. Partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking even no wins. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice. I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit so I get the pedaling, started a chain. The cycle is heaven sent, this is from God, but I'm not your reverend, not in the pulpit. I'm a big bull in this element, yeah. Said you gon' pull up, then settle it, yeah. I've been married to this hustle, this is my ring, watch I step in it, yeah. And I ain't even got a yard, but I'ma get it here. Watch how I touch down, pulling plans out the clutch. Everybody getting crushed, the cut down is for us now. Have to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends, yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that, yeah. I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah. I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, yeah. Run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my, yeah. Run it, I can't take no loss, I don't even know what it costs, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah. I can't take no loss, I don't even know what it costs, yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, yeah. Run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my pen ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem damn bad. Gotta keep on chugging. Ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed heavy. Got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that. It's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up. I'm trying to get it in FT to get them when they're in hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities and never come unless you paying attention. So no, I can't miss that. Moving. MVP, I got the record. I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy. They gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming. Had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans. Partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no